Hello and welcome to the PM Show, your weekly roundup with what's new and going on in the modelling world. How are we doing this morning, gentlemen? We all good?
Yeah, good morning.
Fine, thank you very much.
Good. So you're all set and ready now, Matt, after your move last week?
No, not really. We're getting there. It's now going to turn into a bit of a building site for a bit, but needs to be done.
This is it, light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
Yeah,
nice and cosy and warm.
Yeah, that snug, warm house you've bought, lovely.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, right. Let's not go there, eh?
No, let's not. Right, okay. So, as I say, good week last week. We had lots of deliveries coming in. Thank you to everybody for the feedback. We were talking obviously about Airfix releases and what they're up to. And as I say, as soon as we find out from other manufacturers if they do a full release, we will do some more of those shows because everyone seems quite like that. But we have had lots of stuff in last week and this week, haven't we? Do you want to talk us through what deliveries have come in?
Yeah, we've had all sorts. We've had restocks and everything, and as you can see, we've got the Tamiya Hellcat is in, the new one, and the Suzuki bike.
So this is a new tooled Hellcat, yeah?
New tooled, yeah. No reboxings or anything else. That's a new tooled one. So
very nice.
Quite smart, I think.
It does. Very, very smart. I must admit, it looks nice, that.
Yeah. And shouldn't be a hard build being Tamiya, so...
No, and not a bad price either.
Not a bad price, no.
I think it's very nice.
And the Suzuki bike's in.
Which looks very nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks smart, doesn't it, that?
Yeah, something definitely about Tamiya bikes. They are really very, very nice. And the engineering and the way they go together, they're always a very, very nice, enjoyable build. Deckling, different matter, it's all of that on there, but yeah, very, very nice indeed. So that's very nice as well.
So they nailed it really, haven't they, with the bikes, and when they release them, they are top draw kits, aren't they? So
yeah,
yes,
definitely.
That's very nice. What else we've had in?
Hellcat.
Two.
Sorry, Wildcat.
Dual combo.
Dual combo.
Yeah. So that's from Armour. So that's in.
Absolutely, and as I said before, if you've never built an armour kit, you've never heard of them, their 72nd scale stuff is beautiful, very, very nice. Their Hurricane family, obviously the Wildcat family, things like that. Yeah. So very, very nice. The Mustang.
Mustangs thingy as well, isn't it? They're coming out as well, so yeah, they just bang on, aren't they? Really nice. Oh, the F18, this is Meng's version.
Meng's time. It's like they were dueling, you could tell definitely, because obviously Hobby Boss released theirs exactly the same week, literally, as Meng did. But then obviously there was a little bit of jousting about the releases, because obviously they did the E, F and G versions, as in the single seat, the two-seater and the electronic warfare version. So Meng ducked theirs out because I think Hobby Boss got in there just before, so we saw it in sort of different orders of release. So this is Meng's turn for the F now, so I think they've all got them out now, all three versions, each company. So very nice as well.
Yeah.
So yes, very, very good.
Yeah, so that'll be a nice kit. So you got a good choice now of Hornets, haven't you, with the Hobby Boss one and obviously the Meng ones. So
yeah, no problem with Hornet family now.
As sad as I am, I'm excited about this.
Do you know what? This is just you to a T, isn't it? It's like you know, when he's doing the ordering, he's like, "Oh, that's it. We'll have a load of them."
That's just brilliant. Just yeah.
At least it's in a scale that makes sense now.
Not 143rd, at least it's in 35th.
Yeah.
I mean, the potential to do stuff with that is just, you could do, they had them in the Firefox.
It did. It was called, called the Muscovite or something. The company, wasn't it, or something? It used to make them. I can't remember now.
UAZ. It's UAZ. It is.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody else licensed to make, but I mean, they must have been all over the old Eastern Bloc.
Oh, everywhere, wasn't it?
Everywhere, them things.
Yeah.
So yeah. It'd be cool one of them. So yeah, I just don't know. It's kind of a cross between an old camper van and an old Bedford to me.
Yeah, it's like a Bedford van with the actual Caravelle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Volkswagen Caravelle, love child.
I'm surprised. Like what they're using for what you built, the old Citroen H van.
H van.
I'm really surprised nobody's clicked on to buying them things and converting them into camper vans.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, coffee machines.
Chances are they'd be a damn sight more reliable than a Volkswagen Caravelle air-cooled one will be.
At least that's, at least that's got a smoky diesel engine in it. Probably
It'll be bomb-proof. That it might smoke a bit, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet it's built like a tank as well.
Oh God, it will be, won't it?
Proper that thick sort of larder steel that they used to use. It weighs about a few ton, but
I can't imagine an old Bedford or a Mark 1 Transit driving through that mud that it's...
No. It would have dipped a toe in and then just got stuck.
Yeah, it would.
Just spun
up, yeah. Spun up and covered itself in mud. So
yeah.
I don't know, are they actually 4-wheel drive, them things, or 2-wheel? I actually don't know much about them, but...
Do you know, I'm looking at it. It looks like it's rear-wheel drive, but I can't see a diff at the front, so I think it's rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, it's probably rear-wheel, like 2-wheel drive, but again, just a cool-looking bit of kit in it, really, just for what it is. So
this is it. Definitely, yeah. But I'm with you. I'm surprised that somebody hasn't gone over to, the old Eastern Bloc countries and bought transporterfuls of them, brought them back, done them up, flogged them, because they would have been cheap. So
because everything else is like the H fans are just expensive now. Obviously, VW camper vans are just horrendously pricey. You can't get them, and then they're rotten anyway and being bodged up and whatever else. So I don't know. That's kind of the next sort of cool thing, isn't it? We've just said it now, haven't we? So that'll be it now. There'll be an influx of old Soviet vans.
So instead of coming to every hill around here in the summer and finding caravels that have conked out on the side of the road because they've overheated, because you literally pass them like marker buoys as you're going along down this part of the world, it'll be those diesels going up hills, clouds of black smoke behind them as they're going up the hills.
Is it? I tell you what, is it Tata who used to perhaps license them in the Czech Republic?
Probably, I would have thought so. Tata, yeah.
So they'll be doing 5 mile an hour up the crawl lane, won't they? Up the
up Telegraph Hill, just before me. Yeah, that's where you see them all burnt out on the side normally.
Clutch gone.
That's it.
But it's a good release, and I presume there'll be some other sort of like the gas van and the rescue van and perhaps other bits of when they bring the others out. But interesting release.
Very nice.
Obviously, the Ukraina plan.
Yeah, definitely something very nice about that. And on more vehicles, Hella.
This is new tool, actually. Yeah, this is like obviously Hella's now under a different ownership, and they are starting to release stuff, and that's a new tool van from them to go with the H van. So
very nice.
Is that Peugeot's version? Is it?
It's Renault.
No,
Renault. Sorry, the Renault. That's its Renault. Yeah.
Looks like a Citroen badge on the front. Oh, it says Renault, but it does look like a Citroen type badge there, doesn't it? The old
Renault
star. But yes, very nice.
Quirky French vans, isn't it?
Yes.
Again, got coffee all over it, innit? And little deli van or whatever you call it.
That's it. Yes. Crepe van.
Crepe van, that's it. Another crepe van, but a different one. But so it's Van Week. Van Week.
Yes, Van Week, definitely. So you're spoilt for choice down in there. Obviously the Zeppelins we spoke about before. I've got one here for review. Probably by the time you watch this show, the review will be up. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to review it. I've got some orders to do. I'm going to do the review of that this morning. So obviously I'll get that edited after this one, and that'll come up. And then obviously we'll get the Daimler up with you as well.
Shouldn't take long, should it, the Zeppelin?
That's a
No. No, I've seen the thing. I haven't opened the box, but looking at the sprue layout, which consists of 4 sprues. So
you get two in
get a
there,
bit of photo etch. Hey?
Is it 2 Zeppelins or just 1 Zeppelin?
I think it's just the one, isn't it?
I don't know.
5 different marking types. No, I think you just get the one.
Oh, right, okay.
So very nice indeed. So we've got the Zeppelins, and the other bits is what we spoke about last week anyway. So that's all this week's newbie ones down in there. So that's all pretty good. Right, okay, so we've also had restocks in, as we were saying earlier, of obviously Attacker paints in.
Well, Attacker's doing today.
Yeah.
So that needs to be sorted, so probably that'll be up tomorrow. We've had Mr. Hobby stuff in, so rapid thinners back in, primers, lots of that sort of stuff's back in. Tamiya paints as well. We've had some Tamiya paints in, but not the LP. We're still out of LP. We've had a AK order come in as well.
Yes. We were talking about this one as well. We might want to point out this is new to us. I've never even heard of it, but Aquitis surface primers.
Yes. Two flavours.
It's got 2 flavours. We got this one, and we've got a white one as well. I say I can't vouch for them because I've never used them. No. I didn't even know about them until about half hour ago.
So you imagine they'd be able to thin with lacquer thinners, but then what's the point? I suppose if you're using lacquer thinners.
I
But then you could use the Aquatis thinners though, couldn't you? If you were down that road,
the Aquatis thinner, isn't it? Yeah. So if you want a bit more, less odour, shall we say? I don't know. Yeah. But nice to see how they work though.
Yeah, definitely. My only concern would be sometimes, you know, with the Aquatis range, they get a little bit eggshell effect.
Yeah.
They take a longer to dry off than they're a bit like enamels in some ways. That'd be my only slight worry for it. But yes.
I wonder if it's got polycarbonate. You know what I mean?
Polyurethane.
Polyurethane. That's the thing. I wonder if it's got any of that in it. Don't know. I might have to give it a test. But it's a new product for this year on the line. So
yes,
we've only got limited numbers because we don't know what it's like. So we'll give it a blast and.
Yes.
Or if anybody buys it, give us some feedback. See if it's any good. If it keys well and whatever. So. Go on.
I like the old school labels on them as well.
Yeah, it's the old classic labels, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thinners to say back in stock as well, because obviously it's been hit and miss the last few months, isn't it? But we've got a full range of all thinners are all back in as well, so that's actually quite handy.
Yeah, the only thing the Attacker will be back in as well, because obviously that'll be here. That back in. The only thing we're out of that we're struggling to get at the minute is airbrush cleaner.
Yeah.
The big ones. We've got the smaller ones, but they're out at the suppliers at the minute. So hopefully they'll be back in.
Yes, definitely. And obviously one of the hits for this week is Andy's been buying. He's managed to get us a Shiwi. Seriously, that's what it looks like.
It doesn't it?
So if you ever needed a pour cup, go on Andy, explain the reason you bought these.
We were ordering Mr. Spout for...
Mr. Sprouts.
Spout for...
For Christmas.
For Christmas.
What were they called? They're called Spout for thinners or something?
Thinners, it's for the thinners, isn't it? They're like the three...
Yeah, it's just the screw top ones I use.
Screw top ones and,
In my defence, the ordering system for them is very confusing.
Yes. So we've ended up with a Shiwi instead. Actually, we better... Oh, actually, keep a pack of these back. Mr. Bullard might need it.
Yeah.
What, slack bladder?
Slack bladder will definitely need one. The thing is, as it has been tested by Andy to make sure they are as probably ridiculous as they do look like, they don't actually fit Tamiya paints, do they?
Hey, do they fit real colour? Andy will do a test and let us know.
We will have a live test. Andy, grab one now, because you got them there.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've got none of them, but I can put a Aquis onto a real colour. Where's the colour?
It's the. Have you not got the pourers there?
No.
Oh right, I was going to say, because don't forget it's the inside diameter of the bottle.
Yeah, but if the tops fit.
Yeah, but they push inside the top though, don't they? The glass might be thicker.
Yeah, they push inside the glass, mate.
They push inside the glass. It's not the outside. They don't screw onto it, do they?
They'll fit in
the neck size internals will be different.
Right, yeah.
So you can't check.
I would say they'll probably fit on any 10mm jar, but I'll have to do a little.
Yeah, just in case.
And we'll let you know.
If the neck internal is a little bit different.
I can tell you that Mr. Colour tops fit exactly onto AK real colour tops.
There you go.
Whereas they don't, Tamiya ones don't. So
I don't think that's the daftest idea as you lot make out it to be.
Well, my point is, right, okay, and this is just how I look at it. Yes, I can understand it pours better, right? But the whole point is it's supposed to save you mess, isn't it? So how are you going to get that out of there without sticking your finger inside it?
Yeah,
stand up again for a couple of seconds. It'll all drain back in. It'll be perfectly clear without any paint on it at all.
Yeah,
really? Is this you saying this?
That's me trying to sell it.
There's a disclaimer going to have to go on the screen. Says Andy could be talking bollocks.
Hey, just like a Shiwi, no wiping required.
Yeah, no wiping required. But yeah, you know, again, I suppose it stops it going on the threads because let's face it, we're all guilty of it. You get the crunchy effect and then that falls in your paintwork, then you put it in your airbrush and that rock hard bit goes slightly soft, goes to your nozzle and blocks your paint. So in theory it's not the most stupid idea, it's just not the best.
It's not what we wanted to order.
No, it wasn't what we thought we'd ordered. So but anyway, you watch that sell out now. Everybody will be buying the Shiwi as it's now known. So we've only got a limited stock, thank God.
Andy, change the name to Mr. Shiwi.
Yes, change it to Mr. Shiwi in brackets.
So we just make random names up for Mr. Hobby stuff.
Yeah, we just rename everything.
Cease and desist from.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Anyway, usual tools and everything. As you can see, we've got really good stocks at the moment, so we're all good with scrapers.
Stuff's coming back in. Scrapers are back in.
It's all flowing back in nicely, isn't it?
Tweezers, scissors, Tamiya stuff is slowly but surely coming back in as well. So
yeah,
we are getting. I think
these will be in stock just as soon as we put in another order.
Yeah,
that was always the right thing.
Put your name down. Don't forget, if you've got anything we haven't got in stock, pop your name down in here, and then you can actually be notified as soon as it comes back in stock.
Tell you, we must be the most professional model shop out there.
We are.
And then we'll
How
say,
we've managed to go for almost 5 years is beyond us.
And then every Wednesday we'll just say how rubbish we actually are live to the world.
We can say though, we might order the wrong parts, but we always send out the right ones. So when you do order from us, normally, actually you have to change that. There may be the occasional slip up, but we'll always put it right.
Yeah. Try our best, tourist.
Yes. Definitely. In the specials area, hopefully we're okay. The A-Wing's back in. Is this a different boxing of the A-Wing?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's not.
No, I think so.
Sorry. Sorry, I thought it had the tower.
Where's your A-Wing?
No, I'm going to have to unplug. I'll get it. Hold on.
Might have a Rebel sticker on it instead of as well as a Banter one. But...
Right.
No, I meant you built one. Did they use A-Wings in Star Wars 1? Or was that later, A-Wings?
I'm lost on what
I'm asking the nerd. Hey, did they use them in Star Wars 1?
Yeah. Yeah.
You sure?
There was,
I'm thinking
I haven't watched the first one for ages.
I'm thinking of the 70s group build because it might tie in if it's. Did they use them on the attack on the Death Star or something?
It was definitely used on Jedi.
I don't
but
think
you're right. Actually, I don't think it might not have been used on the first one.
Because they had Y-wings, didn't they? Y-wings, X-wings.
Yeah.
When were B-wings introduced?
The B-wing, I think, it wasn't in the first one. I don't think.
I think that came in
the B-wing was in the third one.
Well, the reason I say about the box art on this one is that it doesn't mention the tower. You get the tower with it.
Oh, there you go. Bonus.
So you actually get the turbo laser tower.
Right.
That's why I was sort of somewhat, but it's the same boxing. But if you look on somewhere in here, which it doesn't, oh, it does there. There you go. On there, it shows a picture. It comes with a little stand, and you get the tower with it for the turbo laser.
Okay.
So that's the reason I say, because I thought the box art showed it with the tower, but no, it's alright, it's the same one.
It's a bit crunchy. So you've never built that yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've got a pile over there still. I've still got Clone Trooper to build, I've got Resistance X-Wings. I've still got the one I need to do is the speeder bike. With the actual Trooper as well from Jedi. So, yeah.
So have you built a B-wing?
No, because I did order one from us, but you sold them all.
Yeah, and then we've never had them back in since.
No, we had that one lot came in, and because we'd done a pre-order, they all went, and that was it. So I never got one.
They sell for silly prices.
Yes. Again, I was sort of, and I am still hopeful that perhaps Revell's going to get them all in at some point, and we'll be all right. But it seems to be going for Mandalorian now, isn't it? So.
I think that's the only one missing, the B-wing. Everything else has come back in stock. Just to mention, the two stugs up the top are brand new releases from Ryfield. So there's one with interior and one without interior, and every good model company that does military models needs to do a stug 3G, don't they?
Yes.
Definitely.
Staple with a Panther and a Tiger and a Sherman and a T-34. The staple diet of World War II armour.
So yeah, it's got a nice price as well on special. That's why I know it's a new release, but we've popped them in here because we're doing them at a special price as a launching price. So £66.59. Brilliant pricing structure as always from us. Why go 99p when you can have it for the extra 59p? But yes, look, you get special workable suspension, is it?
And tracks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Ryfield, dude.
Yeah,
nice.
Workable tracks. Nice.
Nice kit. Being a lovely kit, that.
Definitely one of the top armour companies nowadays, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Quality-wise.
And obviously, if you just want the normal version without the full interior, it's just £39.59.
Good price in this day and age.
Good pricing, yes, it is.
Because that is a quality kit. So
yes,
yeah, there we go.
Buy it now before the prices will go up. Otherwise, you'll put their prices up as well.
But yeah, everything else is been in since Friday, really. So these will change. So grab them before Friday, and then Andy will change them over something else.
Very good, cool. Right, pre-orders. We've got obviously the big one that is making lots of waves at the moment because everyone's talking about it is this one. So this is the beautiful Zucamori 32nd scale 109 G14. So it's a later one. But yeah, the detail is absolutely fantastic. And you get the bonus figure who's 55 millimeters tall.
I was going to say 55-year-old. I think he's a bit older than that if he was still alive.
And it does come with the skin for the wings and fuselage as well.
Yes.
That's going to be stunning, isn't it?
It will be. It'll be absolutely stunning kit. As I said before, you're not going to see any of it once it's together, clearly. But hey ho, at least you know it's in there.
I bet a few people will build them like that.
What are these things in the wings? Do we know what they are? What are they? What details is that? Is it some type of...
I can't see them.
I can't see. It's too small on that.
Hold on. Yeah, it's these things in the wings that... What are they?
Oh, they're the bomb things underneath.
No,
it can't be too far out.
Too far out. No, I don't know. Is it like an oxygen system or something really nasty? So they want it away from the fuselage?
You need to ask Mr. Luftwaffe tomorrow.
Yeah. What are they?
I've got no idea, actually. I don't know either. So...
Don't know.
But I mean, for the price of that as well, that is a lot of styrene.
Yes.
And a lot of detail for the price it's up for as well. So
absolutely.
Especially
again, this is one of those, we often speak about it, but kits are very expensive, let's face it, these days. And we've seen a massive price increase in kits over this last sort of, year. But really, when you think about it, as I say, 90 quid. But this is fully internal detailed. I know obviously Airfix have done their Spitfire and all the rest of it, but this is on another level. This is like them on, tenfold, isn't it? Because you've got every single internal detail in this.
It's Airfix on steroids.
It is, literally. But it's, no doubt, there's probably, you're not being funny, the engine, if it's knowing what Zucamori are like, it's probably got like the conrod and
pistons.
Piston rings need to be fitted and, everything. Spark plugs.
Yeah, spark plugs. That's a proper Daimler-Benz engine, that is, isn't it?
It is, because you can see the level of detail that are in their kits is absolutely stunning. And I often say it's one of these things. It is such a shame with their kits that you do cover most of this up. Because again, you've got all the different, the oxygen system down the back here and all the different radio equipment, the batteries, and okay, you can probably have the compartments open a bit, but it's really nice to see it in that form. So when you are building your model, take lots of photos of it when you're at that stage.
Just what I'm thinking, do you know Zucamori, do you think they'd be like better going down what Mini Art are going to do with that P47 where you get sort of the two versions of it? You get a basic one where you can just build the kit, and then you get that one where you've got everything in it.
Yeah, so, do you know what?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I really think you've got a very good point here. I think that manufacturers who do this should do two versions.
They're missing a trick, I think.
Because, for people who've got no interest of all that detail, they're never going to go near that kit. But if you did do, as I say, like Ryefield just did with that Stug, again, for me doing interiors of tanks is a bit like, why? I've done a few, and it's put me off for life. But it's one of those things where if you had an option, they're a fantastic kit manufacturer. The Zucamori one is going to be beautifully detailed on the outside, let alone the inside as well. So if they brought it down at a lesser price, clearly, it would be a real viable option that if you didn't want to do the full thing, perhaps if they just left the engine and the cockpit, but all the rest of it got rid of.
I was about to say engine and cockpit, but then, just strip the rest back to a normal kit. And then that's one price, and then obviously that version for the full job lot.
Pull everything in there.
So do you know what? To kudos to Mini Art, I'll be interested to see their P47 when it's released because of what they're doing. What I mean? The two versions, and I'm really surprised that they're the first company to do it. If I'm honest, because I can't think of another company that actually will do both versions of, full, like a full interior and not. I know we, like you say, we're getting it with armour quite a bit now, and that's good. I wonder if the aircraft have seen that and gone, oh, we could.
I could.
Bit of mileage in this. We can sort of
absolutely, because they're not being funny. They put all the work into it just to withdraw some of the sprues from it that have all those parts onto it.
Yeah.
You know, you could even, as you say, do that usual thing. Start off with the expensive one with everything in it, and then the second release is the cut down version.
Wonder how many of those parts are actually structural though that you have to have in it.
That, I know what you're saying.
And again, that does depend on the sprue breakdown as well, because obviously you'd have to think ahead so you knew the sprues you're taking out have got all those extra bits on there. But yeah, I think it's one of those ones where, as you say, I think like mini art, it's great how you can have the full internal kit or the normal one. It's totally up to you which way you want to do it. So
it's going to be interesting when that does come out, though, to see the quality of it. I know, like, to be honest with you, I think it'll be pretty good. I think they'll probably get bashed for the normal sort of accuracy bit of it, shall we say. I think that's going to be, I don't think it's going to be justified, if I'm honest. I don't know. We'll see when it actually, you get it in our hands and that. But again, I like the idea of what they're doing with it. I think they've thought about it. Again, it's one of them, like ICM do nice, I'm not saying simple kits, but easier to, they're not overcomplicated with parts, are they? And that's their sort of thing. And then if Mini Art are going to go down this route as well, if they're going to do like the full interior one and then just one you want to build, they're just widening the net for sales, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they are. Yeah, definitely.
It's a good idea. It's good.
I think if it is one of those things where it suddenly starts to become more of a mainstream way of doing it, then, as you say, I think a lot of people will have to thank Mini Art for it, because they sort of started it, moving along with that way with the armour. And I think, in this day of expensive kits, shall we say, for people who do want to do the bigger kits, it's still a nice option, that they can, do it on a bit more of a budget without throwing all the whistles and bells at it.
I've got to agree with you on the armour thing with the full interiors. I think that putting the detail in the turret is a good idea, because then you can have your hatches open. You're not going to see down in the bottom. I can see the point of, because I think like tanks look a bit boring with the hatches closed anyway, so you can see in the turret, you're going to see that, but you're not going to see much anything else. So I can, but when you do suspension torsion bars, and when you built that Tacken King Tiger thing, that was just why. That's too much, Yeah, that was too much. But again, at least they've got options. You've got your options. If you enjoy that, then it's there, isn't it? It's just, it's always a shame, like I say, just to cover it up. It's a bit like some of the Airfix, like the Shackleton and the Wellington. And also their beats have got fantastic interior detail until you just go stick the two fuse on and it's gone. And it's a waste. And I suppose it's like the Lancasters as well. You know what I mean? When you put all this nice detail into it, you've done all your weathering, all and then you just shut it up and it's never seen again. I don't think this. Well, I know it's there. Washes with me. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, but at least it's there.
But you do. You get people who say, "Yeah, but I know it's all there," and it's like, well, that's great, but nobody else does.
No.
Like it's my old joke about rudder pedals, isn't it? Never put rudder pedals in a plane in my life, because you never can see them. But for people, but I know they're there. But it's like, I don't know. It's one of those. But I think, as I say, with Zucamori's brought out this one, we've seen lots of, obviously the border models one in 35th had a lot of talk about as well. This is another way, because of obviously all that gorgeous internal details and everything else to it. It's quite nice to see them come along. But I would like to see, I think, with the way that prices are going as well, it would be nice as an option. If you're going to save yourself, I don't know, 20% on the cost of a kit or something, to have the one without all the detail, it then becomes affordable to people again, for those who are on a limited budget with your modelling.
It just opens up the market, doesn't it? For people who don't want to go to that extreme of building all the interiors, who just want like a curbside model, as we'll now call them.
Absolutely,
And like for us, or Nathan doing the Luftwaffe SIG, I mean, that looks stunning, don't get me wrong, as it is, but also you like the ones where it's just the scheme of the aircraft.
That's your aircraft all over.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, the trouble you've got with it, if you are building that kit, what you'd like to do is have two. So you have the completed one, and then you have that version of it, so you could actually see it as would be a really nice little display with both of them. And again, if they were doing 2 flavours, that'd be quite nice, because you might get people who actually buy 2 then, one for the internals and then one for just the the curbside version. So you know, as I say, for people, if you're watching, you heard it here first, because that would actually could double your sales, because people might want both. You know, so
Andy would have 2, wouldn't you, Andy?
I'd probably have 2 of them.
Well, and he's well known for his award-winning 109s and things, so you know, that's it.
Have you got your name down for one of them yet?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, but I did invoicing, so...
I just invoiced himself.
You've invoiced himself, he'll be fine.
I know Mr. Buller and Mr. Robinson have got their name down at the top of the list, so that's, you know... But again, you know, going back to just sort of the internals and stuff, that is just so down John's avenue.
Oh, yeah.
Because he likes doing that, he likes building in it, you know, so he'll really enjoy that and do a cracking job. So the IL2, so this is the Vestas new one. I'm just waiting for a price on the SU25. As soon as we get the SU25 price, we'll bang it up. I'm just,
As I say, such an iconic aircraft, the Sturmhoff. You know, I'd say really nice to see that Vestas come out of one. Be interesting to see what it's like, that's for certain.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the Tamiya one and the Accurate Miniatures one to fight against it.
Did Accurate Miniatures do the 2-seat one, or was that just a single seat? I know the Tamiya one's 2, and don't get
Tamiya one's 2 seats.
The Tamiya one is.
I thought Accurate Miniatures did both, to be honest with you, but
I mean, the Tamiya one's just a real nice kit. So it will be interesting to see how it goes up against that. But again, price point's different as well. That's what you've got to take in there. I don't know what the Tamiya one is now, but that's gone up quite a bit. So at least you've got an option.
Yeah, I think it's about 50 quid, isn't it, somewhere around there?
But yeah, that's a very nice, interesting aircraft for them to come out with.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Harrier is back out. Said before, Nathan's actually building this at the moment, isn't he, for a part of our live one?
Yes.
Nice little one. So this is the little baby 72nd one for the FRS 1 version.
Yeah.
So that one's back out, which is very nice to see that one back along. Anything else we need to talk about in here?
Bitfire story, another
Is this another story?
Another story.
Oh yeah, it's another story. This is the Southern Watch one, Southern Star.
What chapter are we on now with this story? 4,
Yeah,
5,
this is
6?
chapter 3, verse 6.
I've had the few. I've had Tally Ho. I think we're on at least 4 or 5, aren't we?
Yeah.
Getting some mileage out of them, aren't they? Fair play.
Yes.
Don't think that box art's nice, but I don't think it's as punchy as some of the others we've had.
No.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I quite like the Trop Spitfire though, and that it looks nice with that chin.
Yeah,
it looks a bit more meaty and a bit more sort of typhoon looking, you know. But no, very nice as well. Is this a dual combo? Oh, it is. Yeah. So you get 2 kits in that one. So it's 2 1/48 scale kits. That's not too bad, is it? Really?
No.
Very nice kit. Sort of 25 quid a kit. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice as well. And what else we got?
I say we have had a spate of stuff actually come in, because I know Andy's been invoicing like mad this past couple of days and last week. So
Rifle model Stugs. Stug 4. I put them both.
Yes.
4.
This is a Stug 4, not a 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's got an extra wheel.
Yes.
If you count the top roller, it's got 4 instead of 3. So yeah, the top one's the full interior one again.
Yes.
The bottom one's the
stripped down version.
Stripped down, no interior.
Yeah.
The one I'd build.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one we all build.
The POV model one I'd build.
Yeah, I don't think the box art's very inspirational though, is it?
Which one?
The bottom one, the non-interior one. Yeah.
But again, if you go back to that Stug 3, that's the same.
Yeah, they've done it the same.
They did, didn't they?
That's the differential now between full interior, you get quite the smart box art, and the other one is like your basics range, Tesco's or whatever it is, and stuff.
Your blue and white stripe.
Yeah, happy shopper range.
When they come in, we'll send Phil a full interior one to build.
To look at.
To do a live build in an afternoon.
Not building. Jesus. Yes, very nice. We got Blackjack spoke about before. We got the Mandalorian stuff. We've covered the Revel Hurricane, which I still get questions about all the time.
Yeah.
as I say, this is due any second now, isn't it? Can't be that far away for the Borders Stuka.
Yeah. I've got a feeling it will be next month, so that's going to be shut soon. So if we're going to leave it till Friday, then we're shut because we need to send off to our supplier to get our allocation of it. So get your names out. Same with the Revel stuff as well. We're going to let that run until end of this month. So next week is that. Give or take, probably next Friday, and then that they'll all be shut because they need to go in as well. So yeah.
No one's pre-ordered a Mandalorian the Child. That'd be one for
not Yoda.
You know, up a bit, go back up.
Oh, little Yoda.
Across to the down.
I can see the point, because what are you going to do with it?
I think Matt should have one of them and paint it.
I don't think I should.
Why?
I don't know. It's very odd. Do you know if it was in the same scale as actually the Mandalorian himself?
Yeah, floating along next to him.
You could do something, but they've done it at a different scale. It's just
I don't get that either.
The thing is 1/3 doesn't give me any reference on how big it is, because I don't know how big he is.
This big on TV. It's tiny.
Do you know what I mean? But is it?
If
you take the size of the ball that he nicks off of the lever, right, and then that's the size of his hand, and then scaled him from that, that'll give you the precise scale.
I'm just thinking about it when he's floating at the side of him when they're walking along. It's got to be how big is it? I don't know.
I would say that's probably about 2.5 foot long, because it's quite big, isn't it, when it's floating next to him?
Yeah.
So it's got to be like, say it's 2 foot.
That means it'd be 6 foot when he was at the side of him. It can't be 2 foot.
Yeah, 2 foot long.
Yeah.
So next to him. So if you did it, it's probably up to his waist, turn it on its edge. Yeah.
2 foot in real life.
Yeah. So, don't know. Anyway, it's a bit weird. Poor old Grogu.
It is to say that creature's supposed to be 200-year-old already, isn't it? Or whatever he is.
Yeah, I can't remember, but he's a lot older with his. It's all right. He's with Luke now. He's fine.
Spoiler alert for nobody who's ever seen
it. So yes, that's all good. Right, so that's the pre-orders done. To be honest, question-wise, we've only got one.
It's not a question.
From Alan, and he's saying, "Hi lads, not a question, but a big thank you for getting his order out for his truck sorted. Thanks again."
No problem. So sorry for the delay, but yes, it's there and thingy. Obviously, over Christmas period, we were just waiting for people to go back to work. But yes,
we had a problem with one of the deliveries. So yeah, we've.
Actually, if you said that, talking of deliveries, did you see on the BBC News they were talking about the bandits nicking parcels out of the trains in LA?
What, proper bandits, like Wild West bandits again?
Basically, they jump on the trains because they have to slow down, right? Cut open the tags, and they're full of parcels for things, and then just rip them open and nick all the goods out of it as the train's going along. And then there's a scene of track, and it is literally just obliterated with all parcels and that. And it peaked over Christmas because of doing it, but the railway line is just depths in rubbish and old presents and stuff where they've nicked all the good stuff and left it. So if you ever wonder where your stuff goes, apparently there's an option. But yes, I will put a link down below to the video for it, because it's actually, I was watching it thinking, how can that go on? If that happened in the UK, there'd be absolute uproar, So, but yes, it makes it interesting. But basically, they're cutting open containers on trains and nicking all the parcels out of it as it goes along.
Which states is this? All over or just in?
No, it's just, well, the bit that was just on the news, it just happened to see it. It was down in LA. So I can't play the video. I'll get a copyright strike, but I will link it down below. So
just put a link then, because that'd be interesting. Oh God, so they're back to sort of like they used to do back in.
I say they're on horses alongside cutting the thing.
Let me just write that one down as excuse 101.
Yeah, excuse one. I think your order was on the Amtrak train.
They'll be raising the posse.
That's it, definitely.
Wow.
Speaking of videos, because it's a brilliant segue, the next parts of the Sherman are up.
The Shermanator.
The Shermanator is up. So as you can see here, we've got the next part of Matt. Let me mute it.
There's actually two parts to this. There's the proper part, and this is just a bonus part because Matt had his camera running, just doing
spraying,
post shading.
This is one of them like just relax and watch with me.
Yes. Yeah. Have you got some of your nice music with this?
There's some music to it. Yeah.
I wouldn't do too much because you might put people to sleep. It'll be like the sound of whales humping.
Hey, he'll have a retention rate of 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's it.
There's no talking on this one at all. The actual proper one is also up, which is Matt's actually priming, post shading, and painting it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Very good. As I say, we'll link these down below, and obviously it'll be in the show notes as well. So yeah, we can go down below here and watch that one.
So I'm now on to weathering stage. So I did a bit yesterday. I'm going to do some more this afternoon. Do a bit more video in to get it going. But yeah, it's coming along.
Very nice.
So,
very good.
Thank you.
So it looks very nice, I must admit.
Yeah, it's coming along, mate. Actually, it's all right. It's all right. Figuring it out as I go along still. Even though I've done how many armour kits, I still can't. I must have no retention of information at the minute for anything, because it's just like, what am I doing?
Yes.
But it's all right. It's good. And thank you for everybody who subscribed, because you pick up a load of subscribers again for the channel. So thank you, and people on our lot who watched it and commented. It's nice. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Look, I'll give it a like.
I'm very humbled.
There we go. It's got a like now.
Oh, thanks.
Don't forget, everyone, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
So, but yeah, so anyway, that one's up there and it's the other bit. Also, a big thank you to everyone who joined us last Saturday for the live build.
Yeah, that's good.
So we had a good one with that, obviously working with those ones, which was fun. As I say, we'll do as many as those as we can over the this year coming. There you go. Andy's been pushing on with his. Look, you're supposed to be building that live.
He's finished it.
Well, this is me 70s group build when
you shouldn't have been doing it on Saturday then. That's like overlapping of builds.
Yeah, but I'm doing my 70s group build with my Mustang, so
I've not done a lot more to it, but from what I did on the show. But
isn't it tiny?
Yeah, that's smaller than I thought it was actually.
Yeah, I thought they were bigger than that.
Yeah.
Well, I got mine out during the show, didn't it? And I got the 48 scale one. If you can get hold of it, is that even? I don't even. Has that been retired now? Can you even get it?
I don't know if you can still get it in Japan, because I thought, is that the lights and sound one where you got the zzz and all the lasers? I don't even know if you can get it in Japan anymore. It'll be interesting to know, because that's
a nice one. Yeah, I got mine upstairs.
Does it still work?
Yeah, I did it on Saturday afternoon.
Did you?
I did. When we was up there, I went up after we finished. I was doing some bits and pieces, and I had to get to recover next to it. And I did go up and clicked it on, because I wondered if the batteries worked, and it worked a treat. So I built it like years and years ago when it first came out.
I'm watching my own video, and I'm disappointed I've not seen my head yet.
I'm not.
Edited out.
We do have a 1/29 scale X-wing.
You've got one then, big X-wing.
I've got one. Well, I did have. It's no longer here. It's disappeared.
Where is it?
Well, it left with the employee who built it.
Oh, do you want another?
Do you know what? I was looking at them the other day actually, but don't forget, I have got the official studio scale one here to build. I got that one, so they're the same scale.
Yeah.
All right.
156 scale, is it?
Something like that. Yeah, 157th is it? Something like that.
57th or something.
Yeah.
That big one you've got. It's one. I thought it was 120 something.
128 scale.
128, yeah.
Well, that one was the same scale, because we got them out and did a side by side, didn't I? Looking at the detail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they are basically the same scale.
Oh right, okay. So that's a studio scale then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, do you know when they were building it? Why couldn't they just stick to like 1/32nd, 1/24th, 1/16? Just get some measuring tools out, peeps, and.
Yeah, but don't forget, because they're filming them, in those days it was done with like just normal cameras and normal bulbs and things, and it was build it as big as you can for the shoot, isn't it?
Hey, could you imagine if you scratch building something and then somebody goes, it needs to be 1/16th scale.
Yeah, can you make it smaller? And you've scratch built it.
I've just built it from nothing, and you want me to scale it. I don't think that'd be damn well. So cool. Yeah. Right, are we done, or is there anything else we need to mention?
No, I think we're all done really. As I say, I will get this review up for you by the time you see this show. This will be up below you. We'll put Matt's down below as well, so you can get all the details from those as well. As I say, I'll get that Daimler done. That'll be up with you on Thursday as well. Yeah. So during the daytime at some point, and then we'll be live with you in the evening again for the Thursday night show going forward. So yes, lots still to come, and I'm about to start on a giant, very nicely built, apparently, Super Hornet from Revell. What can go wrong? Apart from it does say in the instructions, remove all of this because it's wrong.
Yeah. Remove all the sprues, put in the bin, along with the box.
I did kind regards to the person who did send me saying he tried to do it, and then after about a year he just gave up and burnt it. So it's like, great, thanks. Ooh. That filled me with confidence.
So watch this space, people, because burn my kit might be back.
Yeah, destroy my kit will be making a comeback. But he did say he's given up and he's bought the trumpeter one, which is fine. So it's like, right, okay. But apparently it's got lots of problems. But that's part of modelling, is what we do. Yeah, it's what we enjoy, putting it right.
He'll be watching you pull your hair out.
It will. The heavy editing, one bit I've got short hair, long hair, beard, no beard, where it's like driving me mad. Yeah. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine as we go through. Cool. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us there. Don't forget, you get all your bits and pieces, as always, at the pmmodelsuk.com store. If you need anything as well, obviously you can shoot a message to the guys. Andy will be more than happy to order you roughly what you wanted. Failing that, and if you do want a Shiwi, it's a limited stock, so I doubt we'll be carrying those full time. Unless it turns into a bestseller, and we'll be offering order tons in. So, but we will get those other ones ordered very, very soon as well. So that'll be with us as we make our way through. But say, keep an eye on the site. New stuff is literally coming in every day at the moment. We're getting full restocks of everything. Pre-orders are all coming in all the time as well. Yeah. So keep an eye out for it, and we'll fulfil your orders just as soon as we can. Yep. Right, that's it from us. Thank you very much for watching today, guys. We'll see you all again soon. Say goodbye, gentlemen. We're out of here.
Bye. Bye.